Nigerians across every walk of life, including those in the diaspora, have been involved in the protest against police brutality for nearly 3 weeks. Their role in the continuous agitation for a new Nigeria cannot be overemphasized in the estimation of many analysts. So joining us now to talk about the implications of NSAS protest of foreign direct investment is Chief Bimbo Afolayan. That's the past chairman of the Central Association of Nigerians in the United Kingdom. It's a joy having you on the program. Let's talk about, how the protest went in the UK. You just came into the country yesterday, so you saw all of this, how it went down. And let's juxtapose that with FDIs that are really dwindling in Nigeria, even before the protest. And now I'm sure with the protest, investors will not be looking at us too handsomely any longer. What's your take on this, sir?
First of all, I'm not representing the diaspora. I was a former chairman of the Central Association of Nigerians in the UK, and I lead the Nigerian Diaspora Direct Investment Summit at the moment. We have lots of leaders in the diaspora. We have a current chairman in the UK who represents all of us. So my views here this morning will be my personal views as a stakeholder in the Nigerian project. And my views with regards to the NSAS protest, particularly as it affects investment into Nigeria, is that, first of all, when the whole crisis started, most diasporans were very happy to see our youths so well organized. They proved to the world that they can make things happen. They can bring themselves together, work very hard, and confront government. So we were happy. Unfortunately, this got hijacked, not just by government, but by hoodlums, and also by people with their own personal agenda. We had a lot of people bringing in ethnicity, people bringing in politics, and everything was just messed up. And this brought out the worst in us as a people, which is what the diaspora has been talking about, that the problem in Nigeria is not just SARS. Even when we end SARS, there's also the SARS in most Nigerians. There's a way in which people use power arbitrarily within the society. So while I was preparing to come here to lead a delegation, almost 7 of us, to bring in some investments into Nigeria. Now, let me give an example of the kind of investment we're bringing. We were to bring in a UK company, 2 UK companies actually, who wanted to bring a technology, a waste to power and water services to Nigeria. But not just are we bringing this technology company, we were also bringing in investors, people to put in $21 million per unit of installation. And we already talked to some local governments. They were very happy. They were not going to put any one of their money into this investment. And each one of these units was going to, employ a minimum of 500 Nigerians. Unfortunately, when the riot started, some of the companies developed cold feet and decided to stay back, even though some of them didn't come with us, but a few of us, about 4 of us, Nigerians are in the UK, still going ahead with this project, because this is going to create employment on one hand. Secondly, it's doing what we know how to do best. That's to support our country. Not just that, a Nigerian, for example, who is setting up, we have employed a lot of Nigerians in the past 2 years, is launching the 14th branch of our business. So the problem in Nigeria, you can imagine if such a person was attacked, how it would have been. And getting to Nigeria, talking to a lot of Nigerians, hearing their stories, it was really bitter to see Nigerians not just protesting, which is a very good thing to do, but actually vandalizing properties, burning down other people's businesses. We've had, I've had so many stories since I came in yesterday of some Nigerians even raping women. And this is not how to end SARS. So there's that element of the indiscipline in the society, which most of us carry over, which it looks to me like we're living in an evil cycle. Every time we complain about police brutality, which is very wrong, we also are brutal in our own approach in the way we deal with each other. So a very good example also is the way politicians try to hijack this, how some ethnic people manipulated information, doctored videos, and we're sending all of these videos around, which led to the burning of so many properties in Lagos. So this is not how we can stop police brutality. That's not the way to do it, because what we're doing is going to backfire on every one of us. A lot of people will be out of work this morning. A lot of people will be looking for work because their offices, their shops have been burnt by fellow Nigerians. So if a policeman stops a youth, in any case, the policemen are youths themselves, and they are members of the Nigerian community. They're not from some different planet. They are the Nigerians themselves. So there's something wrong with us in the way we manage power in Nigeria.
Well, Chief Afolayan, what should the Nigerian government do to build trust and confidence so that investors can say, well, the situation in Nigeria is better now?
I think the very first step, I'm very happy that a panel of inquiry has been put in place. That's the first step. This needs to be followed through, because we need to send a message to the youth on one hand, to the international community on the other, that we mean business this time around. We want to do things properly. So at all times as a country, we should always follow truth. If everybody follows the truth and we chase the truth to the logical conclusion, then we're sending the right signals to the international community. People will not invest in your economy if they know that things are likely to be manipulated. Nobody wants to put their money in an environment that is not stable. So the federal government needs to do a lot to show confidence. They have to show us those guys who authorized the killing at the toll gate. That's number one. Who did? We need to know it. Who are those soldiers that actually shot at defenseless citizens? We need to know them. If we know them, then you're actually talking to the international community. People have confidence in you. Nobody wants to bring money into a place where anybody can just, shoot at them at very short notice. That's number one. So there should be transparency in the system in such a way that we actually show that we want people to bring their money into the system to benefit the country.
Thank you. You are here trying to organize the Diaspora Direct Investment Summit, which we gather has been postponed. But when it is going to be back on, what exactly will your focus be? And has that changed in view of the unrest that we all recently witnessed? Okay,
so the Nigerian Diaspora Direct Investment Summit was a project we initiated from the UK since 2012, supported by the Nigerian High Commission and the federal government of Nigeria, and that was before NIDCOM was set up. But a couple of years ago, some other people set up another one, which is NDIS, that's Nigerian Diaspora Investment Summit, so they shouldn't be confused. The one we have in the UK is the largest investment summit of Nigerians in any part of the world. At some of our events, we have about 2,000 delegates. We have investors. We have diaspora delegates with their different businesses. So the one in Abuja, yes, was postponed, but I'm a patron to that as well. But that's a separate one from the one that we manage from the UK.
Well, thank you very much, Chief Bimbo Afolayan, for joining us on the morning show. We wish you all the best. Thank you very much.